Yeah, 10-4. 72 Cosmetics pickup. Hi.
Mike, how are you doing?
Thank you. Going to the Christmas program?
Yes, please.
I've got a few people I have to pick up along the way.
Oh, not a problem.
Want to hear some music?
Oh, sure.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love said to me, partridge in a pear tree.
Hey, you got a nice
On
voice.
the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens,
2 turtle doves.
and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I think you just gave me a dead partridge.
Oh no, it's distressing. Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords and leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 rates of milk, and 7 sausages with 6 pieces of egg, 5 golden rings. Yeah!
Do you guys hear that?
We should help them,
Well, if this was a music video.
which it is.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing and bushes of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time and jingle bell. Hey guys, wait a minute. Wait, just a minute. Hey,
What are you doing?
hey Jay. Can we get the jingle bells turned down just a little bit in the song? It just feels a little
Oh, you are kidding
bit
me.
overwhelming with the
You're
jingle
kidding
bells.
me. I was like, they were in the zone too. We were in the zone together.
Well, I mean, I think the song sounds good, but the mix
I'll
is
back
just a
it
little
off
off,
if that's
seems.
what you want.
Fellas,
Uh-oh.
I gotta tell you, I was liking what I was hearing. But I think it needs a little more jingle bell.
Here, play those. How you like me now, Darren?
Now, Todd,
Yes, sir.
I really want you to explore the stage with that jingle bell.
I can do that.
Explore the stage.
I can do that.
Yo, babies, you do this right, you're going to be in golden Nutrilite for the rest of your lives.
All right. All right. All right.
What does that even mean?
I do not know, but he's the man.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing and bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle, guys, I can't do it. I just can't do it. There's just way too much jingle bell.
You're
Jay,
ruining my mojo.
Yo, babies, I really thought you had something there. I want you to keep in mind that just like you, I put my pants on one leg at a time. Except for once my pants are on, I go around making Amway Next come to life. Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more Jingle Bell.
hey, if the man
do
says
it.
so. Hit it, guys. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells time and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing and bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bells time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell School air. In the frosty air. Come on! What a fine time! It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell School, yeah. In the frosty air. What a fine time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, I was like, slap hands, slap hands. Woo!
Here we go. Yes, they do. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Laura Davis.
Thank you. Wow, that is just like a tough act to follow. And that's just the beginning. So welcome to the 2016 Employee Christmas Party. Or party, yes, I would say that's fair, right? And program. But we're thrilled that you could take the time and come. And I want to also let you know that by walking through those doors, you signed up for a little competition. Are you ready? All right, seriously, that was lame. Okay, so Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. This is the grand finale of the day, right? 7 o'clock rocked it out. 9:30 was louder than the 7 o'clock. And what does that mean for the 3 o'clock? Yep, so let's practice. So give me what you got, Section 1. How about Section 2? Yeah, that's impressive. How about Section 3? That was kind of a tie. So for the next hour, you have the opportunity to outdo each other. because these fine folks have been working really hard for the last, 3 months maybe? Planning this great day for you. And this is their last performance, so they need your energy. And I want to take a moment and thank and recognize each and every one of them and the creative genius of Aaron and Todd. You never quite know what you're going to get show to show. So thank you. Such a nice job. And then really just kind of bring us back to the center of what today is all about, and taking the next hour and really relaxing, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the beautiful talents of our team here, and really taking a moment to think about Christmas. The building and grounds crew, I'd like to just get a big round of applause for them. They do such a wonderful job. And as we drove in early this morning, to just come upon the campus and see all the beautiful lights and the manger, it just really brings you back to what the importance of the season is, and to be with all of you. And we thank you so much for coming and enjoy the show. Monique? There's a feeling in the air. Watch the snow start falling down. It happens everywhere. Christmas sights and sounds. Ooh, can't help loving the holiday season. It gives us something to believe in. Wish it lasted all year long. It'll be here then gone. See the lights as they all twinkle, waiting under the mistletoe. Church bells ring, choir sing, smile because it's Christmas time. Can you hear the children giggle? Reindeer up on the roofs, sleigh bells jingle, there's Kris Kringle. Smile because it's Christmas time. Whoa, 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 smile because it's Christmas time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no better reason, spending time with family and friends. Miss the ones who've left us, wish that they'd be back again. Oh, 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 smile because it's Christmas time. Oh, oh, oh. See the lights as they all twinkle, waiting under the mistletoe. Church bells ring, choir sing, smile because it's Christmas time. Can you hear the children giggle? Reindeer up on the roofs, sleigh bells ringle, oh Kris Kringle. Smile because it's Christmas time. Whoa, 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 smile because it's Christmas time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a magic once a year. It's like an old familiar friend. All those things that we hold dear, we get them back again. See the lights as they all twinkle, waiting under the mistletoe. Church bells ring, choir sing, smile because it's Christmas time. Can you hear the children giggle? Reindeer up on the roofs, sleigh bells jingle, there's Kris Kringle. Smile because it's Christmas time. Whoa, 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 smile because it's Christmas time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See the lights all twinkle and the bells are ringing. Oh, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Oh, it's Christmas time. Big hand for the band over here.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His poor and glory the more proclaim his power and glory, the more proclaim. Night divine, oh, holy night, oh, night divine.
All right, all right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Marla, is she here? Marla is.
She's coming.
No,
Okay,
you,
good.
what, you didn't know?
No, she's coming.
No, Marla got called out of town.
What?
She's on business, yeah. Yeah, in Taipei or Oma, I don't know, somewhere.
Probably
But she's
Pawpaw.
not here in Ada today. That's for sure.
This is her.
Oh,
right here.
oh,
Just a second.
oh, no, don't
Just-
look.
Here, I'll answer. Just
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Marla.
Hi, Marla.
I'm so sorry I can't be with you this year for the Christmas program.
Yeah, we are too.
But I think I have an idea of a song we can still do even though I'm far away.
Oh,
right,
what do you
what are you-
got?
what are you
Oh, yeah, what are
thinking?
you thinking? Let's hear it.
This holiday, I'll be far away, and you'll be on your own. So please remember this December to fully charge your phone. And text me Merry Christmas. Let me know you care. Just a word or two of text from you will remind me you're still there. You don't have to add much to it. One smiley face will do. Baby, text me Merry Christmas, 'cause I'm really missing you.
Text me Merry Christmas, make my holiday complete. Though you're far from me, say you'll BRB. That's a text I'll never delete. Choose the right emoji, one that makes me LOL. And if you text me something sassy, I promise I won't tell.
I don't care if you spell things right. I just want to hear from you tonight. Check the time zone, I'm awake. But ambient makes me a total flake.
Yeah.
Hey,
How are you?
How are you?
Okay.
We miss you.
miss you too.
Christmas sucks without you.
I know, LOL.
We love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.
Facebook messages and quiet and sweet.
I need more from you than just a tweet.
Snap on Snapchat doesn't last.
Voicemail bells from Christmas past.
Text me Merry Christmas.
Send a selfie too. If you, I'll show you my dinner here. They call it show tofu. Show me that you miss me. I hope security don't frisk me. I'll be right here waiting for my pants to start vibrating. Baby, text me Merry Christmas, and I will text you too. This Christmas, it's the least that we can do. 新年快乐。
Merry Christmas, Mara. Happy Land. Yeah, okay, bye. Bye-bye.
I pray on Christmas that the Lord will see me through. I pray on Christmas He'll show me what to do. I pray on Christmas He'll help me understand. And I pray on Christmas He'll take me by the hand. I pray on Christmas
Pray on Christmas.
that the sick will soon be strong. I pray on Christmas
Brianna Sweet.
Brianna, awesome. Great job, people.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
You know, if
Bigly.
Todd and I are getting up, it's something serious. It's something serious if Todd and I are getting up. But I want you to pull out your phone, first of all. Pull out your phone or your device if you have a tablet or your desktop computer
This
with
is one
you
of those
sitting in
meetings
front of
you
you.
can do that with.
Go to AmwayPoll.com. AmwayPoll.com. Not Amway Coaches Poll, even though we do believe in great coaching here at Amway.
Yeah.
You're not a coach.
Hey,
Sorry.
Chris, can you help Bob? He's really old. Told you I'd call you out.
AmwayPoll.com. Okay, so because right here, we want to get your opinion of what's going on at Christmas. What's the meaning of Christmas? That's the first question. So if we can cut to the poll, as you type things in, it's going to show up on screen here. So AmwayPoll.com, what is the meaning of Christmas? Let's see what everyone thinks here. We don't know what we're going to get. These things are always dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so far, so good. Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
that thing, it's retrying. So just give it a second.
Yeah. Improving right now.
Improv. Hey, do you know my soft shoe? Can you do a...
No.
Have
I
Brianna can
spent
sing.
it all on the jingle bell, man. There's not much left. My knees are hurting.
Just a second.
All right. All right. Hey, who's traveling out of country for Christmas this year? Anybody leaving out of the country?
Marla.
Anybody leaving the country? Marla. Nobody else is leaving the country? I'm going to Canada, don't you know? They got good beer. Yes, Rich, I do work here. Maybe not after the show, maybe, but I heard that comment. Oh man, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Let me tell you, it's not funny.
There we go.
Hey, oh hey, I can do it again. There you go.
DeVos, hey, look at that. So this
Hey,
is
the
what
DeVos, sweet.
all of you are entering in right now is the meaning of Christmas. It took for a second for that computer to catch up for
Look
us.
at
That's great.
family. Nice.
Family and friends, very important. That's one of the great things about this show. We've been doing this since I've been here 23 years, and I've loved these moments where we get together and showcase kind of the fun of Christmas and the seriousness of Christmas, but now you get a chance to put it on screen. What do you think of Christmas? So Christ, family, church.
Rich, hey, you're
Rich,
up there, Rich.
Rich is up there.
Nice.
All right. Made the big board. God's living, forgiveness, reading. See, people love reading during
Savior,
Christmas.
nice.
Where? Oh, I like that. Dios.
Look at it go crazy.
All right. So, I like family and Jesus, the biggest ones today. Thank you very much for that. We have another question that's coming up now. And what's your favorite food? What's your favorite Christmas food? You can go plain with like pizza or something, or you can go crazy. Put what you want up there. What do you like to eat? Beer. Okay. What do you like to drink?
You know it. I'm quick. I'm way ahead of you guys.
He's been planning that. I don't know what's going on.
Watch, I'll make it even
tamales, wine, burritos, Roomba. Did that
bigger. Hey, cookies.
brush pile something? I don't know who eats that. Oh, that's looking cookies. Cookies is winning. Come on now.
Eggnog,
Everybody got a cookies. Gonna want wine, beer. Gonna get cookies. Gonna wine, cake. Come on. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Doug, you did the eggnog, didn't you? I know that. I remember that comment. Look at that thing grow. Holy cow.
Oh wow. Oh, we appreciate everything
Pizza.
you're putting on here. Figgy pudding.
Monkey. I see monkey up there.
Monkey.
I think it was monkey bread, but
Yeah,
with
monkey
the monkey,
bread.
you separate them, you get the two separate things. Hopefully, no one's eating monkey. Who's eating monkey?
This is the second time I've seen brush up there, too. I'm not sure what that is.
All right, for the next question
Next question.
is, what's the worst Christmas present you've received? What's the worst one you received? Someone got a Kim?
Kim,
Who got
that's
a
my
Kim?
wife. Hey, who did that?
Who gave his wife
I
away?
did not put that in there.
A
Somebody's
sock?
setting me
Okay.
up. Amy.
Cake, fish, toilet, speeding ticket. Oh,
Man.
Someone got jail time. That's very nice. That's a nice Christmas present. Wrap that up nicely. That's going to be
Yikes.
good.
That was a heck of a Christmas party at Amway Corp.
Oh, hopefully that wasn't here. Anyway, nothing. Got a turd.
Deodorant.
Nice. Earmuffs.
A toilet.
Socks. These are the things that you don't get people for Christmas. We're trying to help you out and see if you're having something. You're thinking what to get somebody. Don't get them these things.
Don't go there,
Not
right?
these.
This is not what to do.
These are not the things to get. Underwear.
A
maybe.
wig.
The
Darren,
flu.
Darren, your wig's up there.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Thank you. We're going to keep going on with the program.
Hey,
Thank you very much for your
one
opinion.
last thing, though. Thank you very much for doing the Amway Christmas EOS.
Yes.
Nice job.
it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night. Welcoming in the New Year's. New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose that I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you'll receive. But in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you'll receive. But in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. What are you doing, baby? New Year's
Will Ingraham on the guitar.
Is this shadow an angel or a warrior? If God is pleased with me, why am I so terrified? Someone tell me I'm only dreaming. Somehow help me see heaven's eyes. And before my head breathes, my heart's on its knees. Holy is He, blessed am I, reborn in me, reborn in me. Trembling heart, somehow I believe that you chose me. I'll hold you in the beginning, you will hold me in the end. Every moment in the middle, make my heart your Bethlehem. Be born in me. All this time we've waited for promise. All this time you waited for my arms. Did you wrap yourself inside the unexpected? So we might know that love would go that far. Be born in me. Be born in me. Trembling heart, somehow I believe that you chose me. I'll hold you in the beginning, you will hold me in the end. Every moment in the middle, make my heart your Bethlehem. Be born in me. I am not brave, I'll never be. The only thing my heart can offer is a vacancy. I'm just a girl, nothing more, but I am willing, I am yours. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Be born in me. Be born in me. I'll hold you in the beginning, you will hold me in the end. Every moment in the middle, make my heart your Bethlehem. Be born in me.
All right, this is your participation part. You know joy to the world? Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. sing. Sounds like a choir. And heaven and angels sing. Joy to the earth, joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. You guys are awesome.
All right. Wow. Huh? Cheer for the band and the whole cast, right? Goodness. Just amazing, huh? All right, I saw a fist bump over there. Said, "This is the last show, baby." And as soon as we're done, you can start planning the next one. Right? There we go, huh? I remember after the old conventions, we'd always do that. Oh, man, we finally got through it. What are we doing next year? Don't even bring that up. Oh, my gosh. You're killing me. Give us a break. So welcome to the Christmas program, and this is a special Christmas. Every Christmas is special. This one's really special because the Lions have not yet been eliminated from the playoff race. You know, normally by Thanksgiving that one's done, and they're still hanging around, so pretty special for us. That's pretty cool. We got that going. It's been pretty. How about the snow, huh? Loving that. Bing Crosby would be proud of us. Right? It's going to be a white Christmas here, that's for sure. We got a lot of snow and cold and that sort of stuff. But I think that the snow on the roads is no match for that shuttle bus with that team in it. Oh, yeah. Right? I tell you, I had no idea that was going on in these shuttle buses. I have to get around the complex a little bit more often. And, you know, earlier Laura noted that in one of the scenes there was somebody who was tailgating, obviously trying to get to, you know, a shopping mall or something, then a bit of road rage back there. But so we have to give the shuttle bus plenty of room any of this time so we can have the traveling, rocking
Christmas program team or whatever. So you got a name for yourselves or something? In the Winnebagos. There you go. The Jamabagos. The Jamway. Jamway. Okay. Let's put that on the poll, you guys. We'll put it on the. You can do that next time. And one of the things I've always wanted on Saturday nights, Mike, is really hard to find him, and it's like he's in New York doing Saturday Night Live stuff. I didn't know that. So he must be out and about. It's Amway next, Amway X, Amway next, Saturday Night Live. Okay, Amway next, Amway. I said, good fun. So now we know. Now we know where Mike goes on Saturday nights. From 11:30 to 1 a.m. We got it covered, right? So great fun, great celebrations, and what incredible talent that you all have shared with us. We are so grateful for that as we think about and we gather at times like this to celebrate Christmas and to be with our colleagues, our friends, and to just have a little time away from the busyness. We know how the season goes. We know that that shopping malls are not the most enjoyable places to be. We know that kind of takes a little bit of Christmas spirit away, even though we love to give gifts and those sorts of things. We know that in the Christmas season, there's lots of emotions. There's certainly joy and a lot of fun times. There's some tough times. There's sadness, and in life, there's some challenging times that you may be working through. And so wherever you are in your journey at this time or at this period of time, we're glad you're here. And we're glad that we've had a time like this to just come together and celebrate Christmas and to remember the reason for the Christmas season and why we're here. That's the birth of Christ, and that we have a chance to be together and celebrate together and just share together in that way as well. Because as we go through this season, it does get busy, it does get crazy. Lots of events, fun times with people, maybe some not so fun times with people. Maybe there's a few family events that you're not looking forward to. A few in-laws in particular that come to your mind that may not be the Christmas cheer that you are looking for. As Todd was saying, that's what the eggnog's for, right? That's what you got it. Kind of work our way through it. But there's a reason that we do celebrate. There's a reason we come together, and that is the birth of Christ. And so this tradition of having this program started a long time ago, and it's a tradition that we celebrate and we enjoy, and it's a tradition that I've gotten to be part of as we go through this. And as any tradition, it's always fun to think back where it started. And as Dad has always said, this started a number of years ago. People saying, "Let's get together." And let's read the Christmas story, and let's remind ourselves, much like we're doing right now. Whatever the year, there's a busy time this time of the year, and it's active, and it's sometimes easy to forget. And so here we are, continuing this tradition. Now, when Dad is here, I'm sure you all noticed that Dad was here. So he's all right. So last week we went around to some of the cafeterias and Dad was there, and everyone's like, they come up to me and they go, "Oh, we love it when your dad does the Christmas program, reads the story. We just love that." So as I get ready to do this, I'm reminded of that. And it reminds me of an experience many years ago when in Amway, Germany, was having a convention. It was right after your stroke, Dad. You may recall that as well. That was planning to go, and then just at the last minute just said, "Not well enough to go. Doug, you go." So I went, which is an interesting experience. So when you show up for Dad, there's 10,000 people in the Deutschlandhalle in Berlin, and I make some, I'm introduced, and there's a pleasant, nice welcome, and so I say a few things, and then I say, "By the way, Rich isn't going to be here." And then there's 10,000 Germans. Once the translation goes through, I'll go, "Oh." That's really encouraging, isn't it? Okay, can't wait. This is going to be great. Dive in and do this, but I'll give you all an update so you don't have to ask Dad personally after the program of how he's doing. As you can see, he's doing darn well. 90 years old, huh? Pretty good. But I have to share with you a funny story a little bit. Not terribly funny, but it kind of is because it ends well. So, last summer, Dad's kind of saying, I'm not feeling so well. I'm having a little trouble breathing. It's kind of, don't feel that great, a little anxious, and to a point where it's like, I think I might go to the hospital and check this out. And when we do, the folks, ask him about his sleeping patterns and those sorts of things, and realize he has sleep apnea, and he's never wanted to wear a mask to get a lot of oxygen in when he sleeps. And so they said, well, why don't you try that? And so he fell asleep for about 18 hours. I mean, just boom, gone. And just peaceful and wonderful, and we're all like, well, that's great. And I hope he wakes up, And so after about that, he wakes up, and they kind of go through things, and the doctors are like, he's doing great, and so they would give him the thing again. He goes back to sleep for about another 24 hours, and every time he would wake up, there'd be other people there, and he'd always say, oh, so-and-so was here last time I woke up, and this and that, but he would go back to sleep. And then at about 3 o'clock in the morning, when the nurses were there, and he kind of wakes up, looks around, and one of the nurses says, I'm back. And he's back. Right? So we're thankful and so thankful that Dad's here to be able to share with us. We'll be out again Thursday at another cafeteria, and so if you don't get a chance to say hi to Dad today, you'll have a chance then. But one of the main things that Dad has always done, not only here during the Christmas program, but for our family and our life, is remind us what Christmas is all about and to read the Christmas story with us. So he's going to let me do that one more time, and I'd like to share the Christmas story. And we do this and we celebrate Christmas here because really Christmas is a love story. It's a love story that our God has with all of us. And he loved us so much, and I'm not going to read from John, but in John 3:16 is not just the verse you see by the on the sporting events by the field goal with the guy with the crazy hair years ago. John 3:16 is for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, and that's the story of Christmas, and that's the story of the Bible, is God's love for us, his love shown through creation, and his love throughout time is his desire to have a relationship with us. And the entire story of the Bible is about the separation of sin and how he had an idea or his plan to reconcile. And so that we could all be together with him. And that's what this is. And that's our tradition. And I'm mindful that many of you may or may not share that tradition. And if you don't, I trust that you understand we're sharing and doing this out of our love. And that it in no way intends to try to make you feel uncomfortable in any way. And so I hope you receive it in that light as well. And so what we want to do is just to spend some time and go through and remind us again of why we celebrate, what the story is, and that this is a time that's pretty unique. And as we go through the story, it's a unique story. And if you haven't grown up in a faith tradition and you just think of the story, there's so many unique pieces in the story. It may seem kind of crazy. And that's when I would say, if you're curious or interested, you might want to dive in and read a little bit more of what's here, what's around it, what's before, and what comes after. But I understand that as well, but that's just the specialness of the time and how things came together in history at this point in time in history, in this place and in this way, in a little town, called Bethlehem. And I'm reminded of a trip we made to Israel a number of years ago, and geographically how small the area is. In that, when Christ was born in Bethlehem, it's not that far to other places around, and the timing of his birth at the time of King Herod. King Herod, maybe not only the richest king at that time, but the richest king of all times, with these incredible palaces and everything that he built in the midst of the Roman Empire that had conquered the known world at that time, and all of these things happening. And in fact, we went and visited a palace of Herod's called the Herodian. He literally built a mountain so he could build a palace on top of the mountain. And from that palace, as they were there, our tour guide said, if you just look over there, that's Bethlehem. So from the top of a mountain, from a palace of King Herod's, you look to a small village, and that's where the story takes place. So if you'll allow me, I'd like to read from Luke chapter 2, the Christmas story. And it goes like this. About this time, Caesar Augustus, the Roman emperor, decreed that a census should be taken throughout the nation. This census was taken when Quirinius was governor of Syria. So if any of you have that at a family dinner, who was governor of Syria at the time of Christ, you can say Quirinius, got it. Don't even have to ask Siri, just go with it. Everyone was required to return to his ancestral home for this registration. And because Joseph was a member of the royal line, he had to go to Bethlehem in Judea, King David's ancient home. Journeying there from the Galilean village of Nazareth, he took with him Mary, his fiancée, who was obviously pregnant by this time. And while they were there, the time came for her baby to be born, and she gave birth to her first child, a son. She wrapped him in a blanket and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them in the village inn. Again, the striking resemblance or the thought of King Herod on this mountain in a palace, and yet here's a very unique circumstance, right? With the traveling, this young couple, not welcome anywhere, not married, pregnant, not welcomed. That's how God chose to come be with us. Find it fascinating. Now I got to put these on so I can read again. The print gets smaller every year. It does. In my Bible, it does. Happens. That night, some shepherds were in the fields outside the village, guarding their flocks of sheep. Suddenly, an angel appeared among them, and the landscape shone bright with the glory of the Lord. And they were badly frightened, but the angel reassured them. Don't be afraid, he said. I bring you the most joyful news ever announced, and it is for everyone. Don't you love how usually angels arrive and say, don't be afraid? If I'm out in the fields, I think, and I might be a little afraid. Everything lights up, everything changes like that. I bring you good news, and it's for everyone. Isn't it interesting that they went to the shepherds? Again, as part of our visit years ago, we were at an area that would overlook the valley and then Jerusalem in the distance. And actually, while we were there, shepherds walked by, maintaining a tradition that has happened for thousands and thousands of years. I don't know that that's been a profession that's highly respected or ever was, but it continues. But that's where the angels went. Again, an interesting part of the story. And it continues. The Savior, yes, the Messiah, the Lord, has been born tonight in Bethlehem. How will you recognize him? You will find a baby wrapped in a blanket, lying in a manger. Suddenly the angel was joined by a vast host of others, the armies of heaven, praising God. Glory to God in the highest. In the highest heaven, they sang, and peace on earth for all those pleasing him. When this great army of angels had returned again to heaven, the shepherds said to each other, come, let's go to Bethlehem. Good idea. Let's see this wonderful thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about. They ran to the village and found their way to Mary and Joseph, and there was the baby, lying in the manger. Again, think of that arrival. We tend to think you see the three wise men and everything's peaceful. And if you're with the sheep all the time, and if you're a shepherd and you arrive at a scene like that, I think you might bring a bit of a smell or a bit of a, something, a presence along with you. That's who's invited to the party. That's who's invited to the party. This is the good news for all of us, for everyone. What a difference. What a difference. The shepherds told everyone what had happened and what the angel had said to them about this child. All who heard the shepherd's story expressed astonishment. But Mary quietly treasured these things in her heart and often thought about them. The shepherds then went back again to their fields and flocks, praising God for the visit of the angels, and because they had seen the child, just as the angel had told them. Kind of funny as it ends. They go back to work. All right? Go back to work. It's kind of like what we're doing, isn't it? Yeah. This is great. This is nice. Appreciate it all, but nice to kind of take a moment and reflect and relax, but we got to go back to work. We got to go back to life. Christmas is this wonderful season, and we tend to kind of limit it sometimes. But really, it's Christmas time every day of our lives. Christ is here all the time. And while we celebrate his arrival at Christmas time, I think he knows that we live our life 365 days a year. And his promises are to be there with us every step of the way. And so that's the Christmas story. That's the love story that we enjoy having the chance to share and to think about, because of the thanks and appreciation and love that we have for you and that we share for you and your families. We know when we joke about some, maybe family gatherings that might not go right, but yet then we're grateful for those opportunities. Mindful of those who may not have families or may be lonely this time of year, to make sure we think about opening up our arms and our eyes and our hearts to folks who are in those tough spots, whether it's loneliness or some other challenge that they're dealing with. So this is a special time of year, and it's an honor for us. And so on behalf of the Venando family and my family and really all the Amway family, we want to just share with you this time. We want to thank you for what you do to make this such a special place, for the work you do every day when we come together. We're grateful for that. And so as we kind of wrap up this program, I'm going to ask for something a little out of the ordinary, not too bad, but I'm going to ask, as we wrap, the whole cast is going to come back up and sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So I'm going to ask them to come up, but I'm also going to ask you to give me a microphone and see if we could ask Dad to come up and say a few things. Would that be all right with you guys? Would that be all right if we had Dad come up and say hello? So this is the there you go. There he is, huh? Told you he was doing all right. There we go. All righty. Well, here's a microphone. I thought you might. I'll hold it for you unless you want to hold it yourself. Otherwise, I'll.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
So you might want to say hello.
I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you. It's kind of a little different time when I go around and visit, because more and more of you are saying, I'm retiring. This is my last year. I'm retiring next week. Or the end of the year, or next month, or whatever. This might be my last program. Well, I always thought this would be my last program too, but yeah, I can tell you, I come back. and you can come back too. You can come back to the Christmas program, even if you don't work here anymore on a full-time basis. You spent a lot of your life here. Come and spend it with us again. This tradition of what we do here was started a long time ago, but nobody ever has done it better than Doug did it today.
Yeah.
You know, when you grow up, you have family, you have children. Question is, how are they going to turn out? Are they going to be able to carry the load? Are they going to be able to maintain the values that are important in this company? Will they do that? Can they do that? Yes is the answer. It has been answered. And the Lord has brought us Doug. We have watched Dick and Doug and Dan, Fox Motors, all do well. And so that means the company is doing well and that they are able to manage it and keep it going well for all of you and for us. But it's not an easy thing to do. So we'll keep working at it for you.
Yeah.
Doug will, I mean.
Well, you're not off the hook that easily.
I still come to the board meetings and listen to all the good things they have to do. The challenges as well as the good news. So Doug tells me it's in good shape. But there are a few rocky spots in the world. And with our new president, he is coming to realize there's some rocky spots too. And some of those are the same place we have rocky spots. But we'll get through some of those. The Lord has been watching over this business for a long time. There's no other way to explain it, how well it's gone. When it all began, there were just two of us and no idea what would happen or what it would turn out to be. It was all taken one day at a time. And we rewrote the plan a few times and tried to improve it, fought the battles with people when we had to, and built a factory and a company and brought in wonderful people like you. Maybe it is you. You know, and today I want to celebrate this season with you. Be of good faith with your children. I know over the years I've talked with you and you're having a hard time with your kids. And we prayed for them in some of our meetings. I prayed for them when I went home, and I knew that you were having a difficult time. And some of you are still having a difficult time. A lot of my friends are still having problems with their kids. But most of them have come through it and gotten over it. So pray to God that He will be close to you and help you and talk to your children and make them of one mind with you so your life can be more peaceful and better. God will answer those prayers as He has with us. As you can see, this is one of our children. What do you think?
Uh-oh. I don't know, I was getting an evaluation.
And now, lo and behold, what do we have? We have a daughter-in-law who's gone to Washington. Wow. Where's that sound? I don't know what Dick's going to do, but he'll have to be a little like Bill, I guess. Oh, well, whatever. I know Bill pretty well. He's really a great guy. And his wife is a very nice person. But I like Trump. Mainly because I knew he would choose a good cabinet.
That's right.
I'm glad she did. That was a very wise choice. Anyway, folks, this is it for this year for me. And I do come to board meetings here when they let me. And I'm always glad to hear how great they're doing. But there are millions of people around this world that depend on you today. They depend on the products you make, the correctness on your order forms, the credits for their bonuses, a lot of things that they look to you for completely. So we will keep working with them and pray for them too every day that they will do well. They will get it all straight. And so now, I guess the band comes and we get our hearts and minds back to what God is all about and how He came to earth. Was somebody going to sing up here, Doc?
Someone's going to sing. If you say Merry Christmas one more time, I bet they'll start singing Merry Christmas.
This is the. Oh, they're all up here. That's why
They're all up here already, right behind you.
Oh.
You want to say one more?
Okay, may I?
Say Merry Christmas. You can wrap it. Then we'll start the band. You want to start the band up?
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, newcomers and old timers, believers and non-believers, I will pray for you especially, that you will come to know Jesus, so that when your time comes to go to heaven, like mine is, you are at peace, knowing that you're going to go to be with God. That's an amazing thing to think about. You don't have to think about it too much at your age unless you're a Christian. Then you can just know that it's there. That's the promise of God. Believing in Jesus opens the door to heaven. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, I was just going to help you because you're Merry Christmas. I was just going to help you. Are you ready to sing?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Merry Christmas.
Okay, all right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, everybody Dad, we're going to do a photo. Everybody kind of sneak around. We'll get you guys a little later, too, okay? Yeah, don't worry.